Today I'm going to be showing you how to put together a clarinet. So first things first is you want it on a stable surface, the case. This is probably the floor, not your lap. You open up the case. First things first is you take out your reed and put it in a little cup of water so it's soaking and it'll be ready to play or when it's time to play. Next, you want to grab your bell. So when we're building the clarinet, we go from least sensitive to most sensitive. So we go from bottom to top because the mouthpiece is the most sensitive part of the instrument, and that's what we want to put together last. So I'm taking the bell, that is this right here. Then I'm taking the lower joint, which is the one with only one cork on the bottom, and how you're going to put it into the bell is you want to palm this with your hand. So your hands are over the keys, and this is where you're gripping. You're not gripping on any bars, you're just palming where those keys are. And then you have your bell, you just twist. If it is really difficult, you may need to add cork grease, and you don't have to line up the logo, but some people do. Then you're going to grab the upper joint, and again, palming it at the keys, and then twisting, but don't twist too much because the keys on the upper joint and these keys on the lower joint can clash together, and you don't want that. So like I said, you're gonna palm and twist, but don't twist too much. And then how you know you have this in the right spot is the bridge mechanism. Here it should be lined up with the crevices, and then you want to grab the barrel. Larger end goes onto the cork, and you twist. If it is too hard, you probably need to add more cork grease. Next thing is your mouthpiece. So if you have a mouthpiece cover, take that off, and you're gonna want to unscrew and take off your ligature. And then place this into the barrel. Now that that's there, I'm going to get the case out of the way because we don't need it right now. Next part is the reed. So hopefully your reed has been soaking in water the whole time, and you want to place the flat side that usually has like the words and the size on it onto the flat part of the mouthpiece, and you want to have a tiny black line that you can see at the top. It is very small, but it is there. And then you want to grab your ligature. If it is a small metal one like this, the screws will go to the right and towards you. If it's a fabric one, that's a little different. Well, not fabric, but leather, it's a little different. And when you're placing the ligature on, your clarinet may or may not have these like lines between where the ligature should be placed. Make sure it's in those lines, and then when you tighten it, you don't want to tighten it too much because then you'll be keeping the reed from vibrating. But like once it starts to get hard to tighten, just stop tightening it. But you also don't want the reed to move. So, and that is how you put together a clarinet.